Moving on and introducing our next speaker. You're going to spend an hour with him. In 2018, our business had stalled out. It had grown. It had previous years had been experiencing a bunch of growth, but then all of a sudden, we went from 151 to 161 million. Now, I understand those are big numbers, but what I want you to focus on is the stall out. 151 to 161 basically plateaued. Hired this man here to your left, the most proven coach in the industry with the who's who of top performers. What's the result? Go from 2018, where I'm stalled out, hired, fast forward to $612 million sold in a single year. He's going to bring it. So without further ado, make your way up here. I want you guys to let him hear it because he's coming with us from Vegas, from Louisiana, to spend time with us in the room. None other than my good friend, my business partner, and just an amazing human being, Jon Cheplak.
Welcome. Good morning. That was weak. Good morning. This is a presentation about excellence. I want to give you a little bit of credibility, and you can choose to not like me. I don't give a fuck. I have one responsibility, and it's to impact your lives and impact your businesses. Now watch this. If you don't want to pay attention to me, you're either perfect or you're weak as fuck. You're hiding. Because another thing you can't deny, go look at the list of the top 3 RE/MAX teams in the world for 2022. Anyone know who's been coaching them the last 5 years? Go take a look at the top 5 teams in Canada in 2022. Anyone know who's coaching them? This motherfucker right here. Okay? See, they bring theory and good ideas. I bring tested and proven. So, one quick question. Who is here to get better? Raise your hand. Okay? Good. Who believes that getting better requires you to be challenged? Raise your hand. Awesome. You want to know what you got to do to be great? Eat rocks. See, if you want to experience greatness, you must be able to thrive in chaos. If you're in chaos right now in your life, in your business, party on. This is where you're measured. See, relationships are not measured when things are good. Relationships are measured when things change or become challenging. You are not measured based on the last 3 years. I'd look at probably the last 12 months rolling if I'm inspecting, and I'd say it's a real good measurement of you, and I can show you guys. See, here's the really good news. Over this past 7 days, I've had 80 one-on-one coaching calls for 20 minutes with people with an average sales volume of over 700 million. Now, this is not the Jon is wonderful story. Fuck, I'm already on the stage. I'm good. I don't have to tell you I'm wonderful. I got the mic. What I'm trying to impress upon you is to fucking listen and take action. You don't have a skill issue, you have an action issue. True or false? True, True or false? True. Awesome. So you need a bigger why. What a bunch of bullshit. Write down the 2 reasons that you don't take action. The 2 biggest reasons, okay? Fear and overwhelm. Fear and overwhelm, okay? Now let me give you the reason that, and listen, is there someone sitting in this room? Let's be real transparent. And it might get me. Who's going through a drama or a trauma in their life right now? Raise your hand. 30 honest people. The rest of you are fucking liars. Me too. Bigger than you could imagine. So what? Now what? So what? Now what? What's this here to teach me about me? That which you resist persists. I operate real transparently, and you know, it's interesting. People talk about highlight reels, and I put my highlight reel out there because you know what? If you put fucking drama out there, you attract drama queens. And it's picking your spots. It's picking your spots. But see, do you give a fuck if I was sick today? No. Do you give a fuck if I have problems going on in my life? Hell no. And no one else cares either. Your freaking clients don't care. The lead doesn't care. You got to show up. Nobody cares. Ready? No one cares that I sat in a family courtroom yesterday. We've been in court for 3 fucking years through Zoom. Death wishes on my daughter. Domestic family shit. Cops at her house constantly. That's been going on in my life. And guess what? It's here to teach me something about me. And I'm a bad motherfucker. So could you imagine reading some shit where someone's freaking intimidating your daughter and doing shit like that? But guess what? There's something there to teach me about me. The things that you are dramatizing are so minimal, and the things that you have as your traumas and your challenges and your frustrations, someone else has got it worse. It's an opportunity for you to dig deep and find what you're made of. See, here's the thing that I need you guys to do is write this down. See, you can't, and I posted about it the other day. Okay? Oh, fuck, life sucks. I need a new therapist and I need to read a self-help book. Too late, man. You're fucked. Like, listen, my therapists have therapists to help each other out. I forget how many I have. I mean, it's a lot of work being me. Ask Brittany. Okay? But here's the thing. Here's what I want you to do every single day. What did you do this morning in the last 24 hours? Something that contains forced suffering. Forced suffering. See, the reason that we get into react mode is we've never been there. Do you know where we typically go when we get into chaos? Where's the first place we go to? The old way we did things. And you know the problem with the old way you all did things the last 3 years? Sorry, you worked hard, but you were an order taker. You were an order taker. And see, here's the thing too, and write this down, work ethic. Whether you are an individual agent, you are a leader, okay? You need to understand what work ethic is. Most people think that work ethic is time. It is not time. You can feel time all day long, but talk to me about closest to the dollar producing time, and let me go a step further. You want to know when I will know what your work ethic is? How many uncomfortable things you are willing to do every single day that applies the most pressure against your business. I don't give a shit you work 100 hours. I will outwork you in 20 because I will do the uncomfortable thing. That risks what people might say about me and what people might think about me. Because do you think your opinions are going to get in the way of my dreams, hopes, and desires? That's what's getting in the way. I want you to write down, because here's what I thought about. I want to do one-to-many, but I want it to feel like a coaching session for me. A coaching session for me and for you. Excuse me. It's all about you here. A coaching session isn't really what I tell you. It's what I ask you to allow self-discovery. I don't have the answers. You have all of them. You have every single one of them. So I want you to write down right now. And do this tonight. Take the time and do the work. Because I'm going to tell you a little story about someone who did the work 3 years ago that was in this exact room. Okay? What are the things right now in your life and business you're really confident about? Write them down. You need to see your thoughts. People tell you to journal. You need to see your thoughts. What are the things you're most confident about? And you need to ask yourself, where am I not doing it at the level that I need to? Let me tell you about what excellence is. Sorry, I work with all these people. There will not be horseshoes flying out of my ass and unicorns flying across the room. You know what y'all are doing? You're shooting past the target. You are shooting past the target. Okay? What are the things you are most confident about in your personal life and in your business? Write them down. Do you need to do more of them? Okay? Here's the next thing that I need you to do. What are the things in your personal life and your professional life, okay, you are questioning? And look at them. And then take them to someone else and show them to them. The person that is the closest to you, that person that is the voice of reason, that person that's going to show you the highest form of love, which is accountability. And you ask them, what are your observations? What have I left out? What would you do if you were me? See, because here's the interesting thing. Leadership requires two people. The leader, but leadership is worthless without self-leadership. And let me tell you what's underneath self-leadership, okay? Write it down. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. You can't change what you don't own. What are you not owning? The leads suck. No, you suck. Let me tell you how bad you suck. And I share these names with you so that you can go follow them. And I'm not some douchebag up here saying, la 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 bullshit. No, go watch them and see them. And I've worked with them and I know what they're doing. And you get to choose to go home and do the work or just keep being a freaking seminar fucking junkie. And I'm cool either way. I mean, I make a lot of fucking money doing that, so keep coming back. Oh, wait, we say that in AA. Anyways. Cat's out of the bag. Sober. I lost my fucking thought there. Where was I at right before that? Yeah. So, yeah, I got you. I was reminiscing back to those drinking days. I was a ton of fucking fun, man. And really dangerous, too. Follow Preston. He's a good man. Been with me for a few years. He's been open, this is month 18. They've been open, startup. And we're at 240 million closed the last 12 months. 800 transactions. No fucking Zillow, no Realtor.com. So now what I'm going to tell you is you have an issue. How many of you are agents on a team? And your team leaders didn't do this. Raise them up. You're fucked right now. Here you go. Listen, you go back home and you complain about the leads suck. Before you do, here's what I want you to look at. I want you to look and make sure that you call, email, text day 1. You call, email, text day 2. You call, email, text day 3. You call, email, text day 4. You call, email, text day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. You know, because you're a pussy. Until you talk to someone, because that's how these people are winning. You guys, it's not a skills game. I'm sorry. It is a contact game. Listen, I can't teach you. I can't teach you to be motivated. I can't teach you to take action. But what I can show you is proof over and over and over again that action wins. Period. It's really simple. It's going to take agents in this room that are following up on leads. If you don't have a combined 30 average reach out attempts per lead, and I'm talking about a 2-to-1 text to call, 1-to-1 call to email, you're going to get your ass kicked. At least 30. Go back and look at the last 12 months of rolling leads that you have, okay? If you've got 1,000 leads that have come in that 12 months, that better be 30,000 by the agent. By the agent, okay? See, here's what works. You see, you don't get better coming to seminars. You get better taking the action, having the experience, and measuring whether it worked or not. Who wants to get paid like a pro athlete? Who? Only half of you? Well, who wants a fucking raise? Wow, you guys. Okay. Number one. You know what I want all you agents to do? I want you to go back and do onboarding all over again, because you want to know what your problem is? You think you're too good. Oh, I already did that class. I already did that class. I got that down. I got the listing presentation down. Awesome. Why don't you do it right in front of us right now? Oh, well, I don't know about that. See, I've led people, a branch office. I know the games you guys want to play, okay? And it's bullshit, right? I mean, do you want me to sugarcoat your life, or do you want me to freaking challenge you in your life? Which do you want? Challenge? Okay. So let's just get real. Let's just get real, you guys. I mean, the next time you go in, look in the database, and you go to your team leader and say, the leads suck, they're no good. Awesome, so exciting, because guess what? That's what all those other weak-ass real estate agents are saying right now. And they gone really, really soon. And you've got to call them, you got to email them, you've got to text them, and you've got to call them, and you've got to email them, and you've got to text them. And then what you do, you pull out your cell phone and you do a video text. Raise your hand if every single lead that you get right now, every single gets a video text. Raise your hand. What a fucking gong show. You should be embarrassed. So I'm going to share something with you. Okay? I'm going to tell you what excellence requires. And it's not that complicated. Okay? And y'all have a choice. Y'all have a choice sifting through some of the things that may offend you. If I did, good. That's the plan. You won't forget me. I'm not dumb. I can look like, tatted buff guy. Oh, that's a tool. I think I'm dumb. It's cool. You're the dumb one if you don't listen to me. Because this person's in the room, and this person was in the room 3 years ago. Raise your hand if you were in the room 3 years ago, right here. Oh, now people are, fuck that guy. I ain't get set up for that shit. Think I'm raising my hand with this goofball? In 2019, my business was going down while my expenses were going up. You see, the prior, I hit 1.35 million in GCI, but as 2019 came to a close, I was barely over $1 million. I reached out to a mentor expressing my frustration, asking for advice. He encouraged me to attend an event he was speaking at in San Diego. He thought it would be a good shot in the arm. James Harris from $1 Million Listing was the keynote speaker. All the other speakers were unknown to me. Fuck, I'm an unknown. But I decided to drive down and check it out. This is a social media post, by the way. I figured, hey, what do I have to lose? Clearly, my current strategy isn't working. That day changed my life. All the speakers had great. That's why people stick with me for years, because I'm with them in their life, and I watch their fucking lives change, and that's why I do this work. And when you start doing this work to a point that you are really invested in the outcome of people's lives, I don't give a shit what skill or tech stack or anything you have, because you can't beat a heart that's in it with the people. One speaker in particular blew me away. I hired him to coach me, and I followed all of his guidance. The next year, 2020, I hit 1.5 million in commissions. This allowed me to finally buy a house. Something I desperately chased for years, but always found out of reach. The year after that, 2021, I hit 3.15 million GCI. This allowed me to buy a portfolio of investment properties. And the year after that, 2022, I exceeded 3.5 million. This means opportunities and security for my children and family, the kind I never had growing up. Sometimes I imagine, what if I skipped that event in San Diego? The thought gives me a pit in my stomach. You're here. This game of life is a choice. This game of business is a choice. I am who I am because when I did the mercy prayer 14 years ago in July and said, God, just give me one more shot. After 20 years of battling addiction and a preferred customer card at the rehab joints around town, I think they started giving me discounts. And someone in here is battling with it. And someone in here is a family member battling with it. Okay? But it's universal. Because here's the thing, you guys. You just need to surrender. This big buff guy tatted up who thought it was, you've got to keep this front. You got to look. Man, I'm going to tell you something. You know when I get in the most trouble in my life and in business? And when that humility creeps away and I get smacked, I've got a beautiful Southern girl that's got a, she keeps me in line because the ego's dangerous. The ego's dangerous when you think you're hot shit. The ego's dangerous when you're afraid to do what really works. You guys, excellence isn't the fucking science project. You make it. She's watched me for years now. Could any of you imagine knocking out 100 coaching calls a week? One-on-one? Back to back to back? 100? Well, yeah, you just knock them out. Well, I don't know if you look real closely at my client list. Beer said it to me. He said, these people have been with you 4 and 5 years. That's not normal. I'm not doing anything magical. Why are you talking about your business? Because I'm doing the same thing you are. Individual real estate agents, raise your hand. Individual, okay? Down. Team leaders, raise your hand. Holy shit, there's a bunch of you weirdos. Broker, owner, managers, raise your hand, okay? Now, here's what I want to know, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to help all of you. Raise your hand if you are hang on, I don't mean, you're in your role at your job, if you will, or your team leader. I mean truly, are you an aspirational coach? In other words, you really want to be a coach and you want to make money, or you are making money, or you have a coaching business right now. You're aspirational. And listen, and if you're sitting here worried and thinking I'm not someone, fuck that. Put your hand up because I put mine up one day. Okay? So raise your hands. Okay? Awesome. I'm going to go into marketing pieces right now. It's all bullshit. If you don't get this mindset stuff right, okay? If you don't get this mindset stuff right, if you don't operate in a principle of personal responsibility, if you don't own your outcomes, if you don't understand that actually it should take you triple. John Glutch is a lot smarter than me and a lot more of a gentleman, but anyways, it's true. I mean, he's just amazing, right? Let's give him a hand, right? I happened to pop in, he said double. Fuck that, don't rely on double, I go triple. I go triple. Okay? But here's what I'm going to give to you. Listen, individual real estate agents, do you think you're a recruiter, yes or no? It's the interactive part, yes or no? You recruit buyers and sellers every day. Team leaders, are you a recruiter, yes or no? Yeah, you got your ass smoked last year if you didn't. And I told you to. I've been telling you forever. No, we protect our culture. Get the fuck out of here. You're protecting all them motherfuckers that bitch at you about the split and the leads because they call them 3 times and they suck, Ken. They're shitty. What the fuck? Okay. Broker owners, you're a recruiter too. Now let me ask you this. Am I a recruiter, yes or no? Fuck yeah, I am. I'm recruiting y'all right now, and I ain't going to ask you to do shit. Well, I might at the end. I might pitch you. Okay? Write it down. We are all in the enrollment business. We are all in the enrollment business. You want to know where you're screwed? You're a bunch of cheesy salespeople running freaking offers at people. Listen, here are the rules. I'll go here. I built an 8-figure income business, not on the back of someone else's company, never being coached to be a coach and never stealing someone else's fucking clients. Spending no money in marketing. Beer twisted my arm last year and made me spend a couple $100,000 in our partnership. Okay? Here's the bottom line. Here are the rules. Any of y'all get spammed by me by email? Raise your hand. Keep opening them. You get one almost every single day, yes or no? Oh my God. But I only send 2 a month. I can't do that. Okay? And let me help you out here. See, the fact is, it's not that email sucks in marketing. You suck. Your message sucks. And do you think that my message sucks some? Do you think I hit on every email that I send out? Yes or no? Absolutely not. But I'm willing to take that risk. Let me give you a marketing rule. 50% of marketing works. Here's the problem. You don't know until you test it. But y'all got chicken wings. Oh, what the fuck they gonna say about me? People are gonna judge me. My hair. Very little left. I'm okay with it. Okay? Right? Like, are you going to keep letting your dreams, hopes, and desires, okay, be hostage to others' opinions? Let me bring this back full circle. I'm going to tell you exact fucking same thing I said in here 3 years ago, and you're still not doing it. I say it everywhere I go, over and over and over again. Because you want to know why? I'm an innovator. Oh, you're an innovator. Yeah, I'm an innovator. You're an avoider. You're an avoider. You don't want to do the hard shit. Listen, most if not all of you are a lot smarter than me. But you can't keep up with me because I won't fucking stop. Your problem is stopping. Your problem is, you know what you're doing? You're avoiding the things that are uncomfortable. You're avoiding the things that are uncomfortable. I'm going to give to you what I gave to Eva, okay, and everyone else that was in this room, and if you go out and do it, and it's what you watch me do. Number one, you guys, this thing is so simple, okay? One piece of valuable content to your audience every single week. Start there. Raise your hand. Kyle, keep yours down. Dan, too. You guys, I mean, like, you're not going to hear anything tricky or profound from me. Raise your hand if you got drip email campaigns that go out to your database. Raise your hand up high. You guys are just like scared and shit. Or you really suck because if only 10 of you have email drip campaigns. Holy shit. Raise your hand if you have emails that go out to your database, your leads. Raise your hands up high. Okay, good. Down. Raise your hand if you personally write each one of them. Every single one. Oh, so you're going to let someone else's voice do it because you read some fucking book on scaling and you're so caught up in scaling. See, here's what y'all have done. You've automated your way out of the relationships. You've automated your way out of relationships. I share, okay, great. It's not an I am wonderful. I'm out here to do the work. If you can't tell that my heart's in this thing, okay, boy, you should have someone else doing with, you know, you should be delegating this, delegating that. Why did you get up this morning and do a coaching call at 4 a.m., 4:25, 4:50, and 5 a.m.? Because I want to be on the pulse of what's happening in this business. When I do events, do I have someone else text them? You want my calendar? Oh, you should get off your calendar. All right, fucking show me your P&L, I'll show you mine. Come on, let's play. Open your kimono. Let's play. See, what you're doing is you're delegating away the relationship. You're delegating away the relationship. Nick McLean goes home at 10 a.m. Follow Nick McLean, okay? Goes home 10:30 a.m., 20% market share. His market got smashed last year. Same net profit as last year. You want to know what he did? He dropped his Zillow like 2,000%. And you know what he did? He hand wrote 255 emails to his database. Hand wrote. Listen, do you want to talk to your audience every single day? Yes or no? But you have some donkey do it for you. What the fuck? And they know they're talking to a donkey. People know. Who do you think writes every single one of my posts? Who? You. Who do you think posts every single one of my posts? Me. Oh, but you're too good for it. That's a $10 an hour thing. Well, fuck, I make thousands per hour, so I guess I'm winning. You're not. You need to stop listening to bullshit. And that bullshit is, oh, you've got to leverage yourself. Some of y'all don't even know how your business operates. You know, a really neat thing I like that Dan pointed out, record everything you're doing because you don't know where you're going. Record everything you're doing. You know why businesses don't grow? You know why Kyle has an amazing business? Because Kyle every day knows he wakes up to replace himself every day. That's his job. It was his job way early on, and it's continued to be his job. Are you replacing yourself every day? Are you doing that? Does that make sense, you guys? Okay? Here's what you got to do. Let's come back to how to win. I mean, there's no magic. I ain't got no blue checks. I ain't got but 14,000 people following me. If you're chasing all that shit, man, have fun. Knock yourself out, right? I'm here to make a fucking profit. Raise your hand if you're here to make a profit. Okay, good. So you've got to be relentless about content, period. The right way. And number one, without an email program that you are obsessed with on a daily basis, you're a loser. You're not a marketer. You're just a loser. Raise your hand, all y'all with drip campaigns. Raise your hand if you have changed the drip campaign, the automated drip campaign, going to your database in the last 6 months. 7, 8. Okay? For those of you that didn't raise your hand, okay, that you don't have an email drip campaign, you guys, you see how easy it is to win? Because here's what's happening. I'll tell you, I don't have some massive database either. 14,988 people are in my database. I send an email typically every single day. 52% email open rates. 52% email open rates, okay? Here's what I need you to go back and do, okay? I want to help you. Who doesn't believe in email? Who's intrigued and interested and want to know how email can work? Raise your hand if you guys want to know. Okay, good. So here's what you do. Watch my emails. I'm a pretty smart fucker, aren't I? See what I did? Watch my emails. Incomplete sentences in my subject line. And Kyle will tell you, I worked with Kyle and Brian closely on theirs. We fucking skyrocketed. It was after an event at my house. And Kyle's helped me. That's the neat thing. I mean, sure, I'm in the coaching business, but we're all peers. I learn from everyone, okay? So here's what I need you guys to do. First of all, what you need to do is message to market match. What are people talking about? Anyone heard of that weirdo Sanit? Yeah, we love Sanit. You know, Sanit pumps out a lot of content. You know what his content's based on? Because, raise your hand. Let's do it, be honest, okay? Raise your hand if you don't know. Where's the timer at? Oh, it's 17. Okay, it's right there, the thing with numbers on it. Okay. Raise your hand if, when John Glutch goes up there and says, hey, listen, you got to double up on the amount of content. Who gets nervous and going, what the fuck else do I say? Come on, right? You got it down? Oh, the rest of you got it down? You fucking liars. Anyways, it's okay. So, here's what you need to do. You need to stop talking about real estate to people. You need to stop talking about real estate to people. Go follow Eva. Eva started doing videos. She did a market snapshot video. She shared what was going on in the marketplace. But you want to know what else she did? Community events. And here's the funny thing. She didn't stop. You didn't even fucking start. There's hundreds of you have been in the room with me before. You've heard this plan. You know how I make the big bucks? You know how? I just come back and say the same shit over and over again because I know most of you won't do it. Am I wrong? Right, but my hope is you do. My hope is that you do, okay? So, and listen, you guys, you quit right before the win. I didn't quit when there was one person in the room and 50 chairs doing recruiting seminars years ago. I didn't quit when there were 7 people in the room. Free, and only 7 could show up. I didn't quit. That's the piece. It's not that you're not good at this. It's not that you're not competent. It's not that you're not made for it. You ready? It's that you're a fucking quitter. I can show you over and over and over again. Because you want to know what happens with a person that doesn't quit? They eventually learn. You know, everyone talks about this thing being a numbers game, okay? So let's come back to your content, and you can use, see the email too, you can use for your videos. Of course, most of y'all need to go back and, you know, boil in hot water so we can pluck those chicken feathers out of you, but, okay? Hey, you know what? Let me help you out. You guys, you want to know how to do video? Anyone want, let's do it, be honest here, okay? Who wants help getting over the fear of doing video? Come on, get your hands up. Okay, good. So here's what you do, okay? There's this little button that's a selfie button, okay? Then there's a red button, the video button, okay? So hold it up, okay? Come on, come on. Fuck, you guys can't even hold it up in the room you're in. What the fuck? Okay, ready? I'm gonna show you how, okay? What happened in the San Diego marketplace, and one interesting statistic we got from Barry Habib yesterday. Hey, it's Jon Cheplak with ABC Real Estate. I want to talk to you about the 3 things that are happening in the marketplace, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm done. So then what you do, okay, then watch this, relax with me, okay, ready? Then you go and you post it, and you fucking run like it never happened. Now, that cost me about 30 cell phones because I was a fucking chicken. It's like they go in the lake. Just throw it in the lake, and it's like it didn't happen, right? I mean, I can be intense, but I'm sort of funny sometimes. You guys, okay? So, let's do this. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to take a look at what your audience is saying on social media. What are they talking about the most? I need you to take every email response that you get from someone in your database, and I need you to aggregate them all together, and you need to put them in a word cloud. Like, y'all tell me, see, there's a questionnaire. If you go on my website, and this isn't pitch coaching, I have no spots, and I charge too much. So, but if you go through my questionnaire, thank you all. Raise your hand if you've ever gone through my questionnaire. There's some people who have gone through it. Yeah, thank you all much for writing all my copywriting for me. Because I have been scraping and scraping and scraping for years everything you write, and every single one of my posts has the top 10 words you use. Every single email that I write has the top 10 words that you have used in a questionnaire, okay? Write this down. Echo your audience's words back to them. And then see what you're trying to do, the mistake that we make, and that's why we have to run a ton of money at our audiences. You're trying to enter into the conscious brain. I'm coming in the back door. That didn't sound good. Anyways, geez, I got so many issues. I'm coming in through the back of the brain, called the unconscious brain. Yes, that's what we were talking about. Echo their words back to them. It's like the best sales principles on the planet. I mean, scripts are important. You need to practice every day. I couldn't. I wanted to be me. Here's what I did. Seek first to understand, then be understood. Base my next question on their response. Guess what? People feel important. They feel heard. You can keep asking questions. Okay? Really, really simple stuff. What you need to do is, A, echo their words back to them. You guys, every email response, just aggregate them, aggregate them, aggregate them. It's going to help you with the headline. See, here's the deal with email. Here's the deal with your social media posts. I want you to remember this. That subject line. Number one thing you need to do is you need to get your email delivered. Watch this. BombBomb's a great product. I'm not against them, but guess what? And go test it. It's a heavy file. People think because their lists are, you know, a good list or a hot list. You've got to look at the weight of the file. The ESPs don't want to go buy more server space. Are you with me on it? You've got to get it delivered, okay? Right now, any of you guys notice I've been sending a ton of just text and not images in my emails? They're smashing. They're absolutely smashing. So you don't have to worry about sending a video, okay? But here's the thing. Number one, get it delivered. Don't put a bunch of shit in there, man. The ESPs are what? Oh, that's a heavy file. Do you think they want to take up more server space? No, they don't. Okay? It's going to block you getting through those firewalls. So that's number one. Okay? Number two, I need to get it opened. Ask a question, make a statement, incomplete sentence that is relevant. Ask a question, make a statement. Okay? It's just something that is relevant. Listen, here's the reason your text messages and emails and your social medias do not get engagement. You lack two things that they all must have: curiosity and urgency. Curiosity and urgency. They've got to have both. Now that we have it delivered, okay, pull your cell phones out and take a look at your email app. Take a look at your email app, okay? How many lines, take a look at all the emails, how many lines is each one of those emails taking up? Subject line, then 2 lines or 3 lines? Okay, right? Good. Stop wasting valuable real estate. Lose the greeting. Lose the greeting. As a matter of fact, here's what you'll see. What do anyone here know off the top of their head or remember? You know what 99%, and it may not even feel like that because the way that I'm writing, because I'm playing tricks on you. No. Anyone know what the first sentence is in 99% of my emails? Anyone know what it starts with? Ellipsis. Oh, that was really good. Say it. She's guessing what the first sentence of my emails say. Tell everyone what you think it might say.
Fuck.
That was really good, and I'm in a lot of trouble because Brittany lets me be me. I mean, believe me, she's her own person. She's like, you just don't need to swear so much, and she's in the back of the room. Shit. Oh well, fuck. So, hey, not every single, a huge percentage of my emails start with an ellipsis. What's an ellipsis tell people? See, here's what I'm trying to do. I just want you to think about this. I want people to read downhill. I want people to read downhill. Got it? You'll see that most of my emails have an incomplete sentence in the subject line. Any of you guys seen that? Incomplete sentences? Absolutely. Okay, but what's on there? The ellipsis tells ... tells people more. I'm trying to loop you back around, and then the first sentence is you guys, this is a science. I mean, I want to make millions and millions and millions of dollars and not spend money on marketing. So you want to know what? I'm going to be a scientist in the number one reason people make a choice: the fucking words they read or hear. I'm obsessed with it. So start with an ellipsis, incomplete sentence, maybe ask a question, lose the greeting, okay? One of the things, if you look at my posts too, okay, 3 to 4, and this is the same with email. Email and posting, very, very similar, okay? You've got to treat that thing like it's the headline of the USA Today. I got to hook you. I need to get your attention, okay? 3 to 4 sentences max, double space. You go beyond 3 to 4 sentences, what's happening is the unconscious brain goes, this is heavy, this is heavy. You guys ever seen people just like, whoa, like double space that stuff, okay? Now, I want you to test this for a while until you get used to it. I did it. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars with the best copywriters. I'm not some coach. No, I'm a coach. I don't need coaching. I spend way more today than I ever did in my career as an operator doing what you do. And so I did this work, okay? What I want you to do is you're writing this content, right? Double space it, bring it down. If there is a link that's going to be in there, put a link in the middle and a link at the end. How come? Because people read, do you know how people read an email? Anyone know how people read an email? Ready? Where do they go? Top, bottom, middle. We've heat mapped them. so you can see that's what people do. Now, here's what I want you to do so you can get it right. Write the email, write your social media post, do it a few times. See, you know what you guys, I'll let an admin do that. That's where you're fucked up. Don't people make the choice? I mean, you have the power of databases. My clients have 100,000, 200,000. Think of their words going to all of those people if they are studying it and studying it and studying it, okay? So you've got a subject line that gets them. You've gotten rid of the greeting, okay? Right? What you've got to make sure that you have double spacing, no more than 3 to 4 paragraphs, okay? Any questions on that? Does that make sense? I want your social media posts to lay out the same way too. And I want you to write out with video also. Do you know that 80-ish%, I'll let Kyle and Brian correct me on this because I know stats go around. You know that 80% of videos are watched with the sound off? That's why we write long copy with it. But what I want you to do with your copy is I want you to put it in the Hemingway app. Write it down. It's called an app, but it's not. It's online. Go to hemingwayapp.com. It's going to blow your mind. It will tell you what grade level you are writing your copy in. You're laughing, huh? You're going to laugh even more. Agura financial services company, online financial services company. What do you think the demographic is? Sophisticated. What grade, clients of mine, keep your mouth shut. What grade level are they writing email at? Second. But you're so cool because you can write college words afternoon 3 times a week. No one gives a fuck about your big freaking vocabulary. Talk to them like people. Plug it in the Hemingway app and start seeing what happens. It will share also the difficulty within which you're writing. And you know what it's going to do too? Because listen, I don't have great grammar and I've got horrible manners. But the nice thing is I have things like the Hemingway app though that help me out. They can see where, because I work, listen, I wake up scared like y'all do. I wake up nervous like y'all do. I wake up with self-doubt like y'all do, but I'm a fierce motherfucker. Your choice is, are you going to be a fierce motherfucker? I'm always looking at how I can get better. And that tool helps me in all aspects of my, what tool can I take? But you don't want to because you're in a hurry, because you're an innovator, and you're going to do the next best thing, but your email program's for shit. Well, no, email doesn't work. And video, well, you know, people really don't like me on video. My voice sounds really funny, you know, so I can't do video. You know, and I need Botox. I mean, fuck, I still haven't got it. It's wrinkly in my hair. And stop being a bitch. I mean, really, I got time for your excuses, man. You know? I mean, I've had people I've coached, I said, listen, you're paying $2,000 for 20 minutes. Let's just be up front. I'm seeing that I'm kind of just a friend. I mean, just if you need me to be a friend for $2,000, that's cool. Is there value in that? And I've had people say to me, you know something, just being in proximity with you, because I see how you live your life. All right, cool, man, let's shoot the shit. Fuck, can I bump the fee up a little bit? Just kidding. Here's the thing. I come at you hard and heavy because life is hard and heavy. I come at you hard and heavy because these are challenging times. I'm fucking eating it up. And see, what you can do is, and listen, no disrespect to the brilliance that has been shared here, but I want you to capture some things. I don't give a fuck what interest rates do. It's easy for you to say you're a coach. Stay with me. Isn't my income tied to a real estate transaction? Last time I fucking checked. I don't give a shit what units are down. They're down 50% in Canada, and I got all the ballers in Canada. Okay? And although we need to be informed, and I stay informed, I want to leave you with holding this. The controllables versus the uncontrollables. Who gives a fuck? You're not doing enough work to deal with the issues that are around you. You're not doing what's required. You don't want to know what's worse? If you're a leader and you're not doing it, you're a hypocrite to the people you're leading. And that's rough. You know, I never did, and this is horrible, but it's not. I'm just real. How many times do you think I've ever written a business plan to grow my coaching business? How many times? 0. You know what my plan is? Get up tomorrow and be the best fucking version of myself. Be a third-party observer at the end of the day. Take a look at what worked, what didn't work. Can I get a little bit better? And don't fucking quit. And serve, stay in contribution. Now, I'm not poo-pooing your business plans, but we might as well shit on them because you know what? You did them and you haven't looked at them. Busted, huh? How many of you have looked at them since you did it? I mean, really. I mean, all these things are fine and dandy, but until you get ruthlessly consistent and disciplined about the actions that you need to take and stop avoiding the things that are uncomfortable, you're going to come back here and be uncomfortable in your life. See, it's very, very interesting. We have to have boundaries. We have to have restrictions. We have to have accountability. We have to do these things that really, really suck to have magic take place in our life. And my question to you is, are you willing to do it? That's all. You got to stay consistent with your content. Send out an email once a week. Do it for 2 weeks. Our entire database. Yes. Pull your panties up. Come on. If you get a 30% open rate in those first 2 weeks, then I want you to go Monday, Friday for 2 weeks. If you get a 30% open rate on those, then I want you to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll wrap it like this. How did Preston Guyton go from 0 to 160 million in the first year open? It wasn't a full year. How has he closed 800 transactions, 240 million? No Zillow, no Realtor.com. They recruit 10 fucking agents a month. And the email to the database Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And the recruiter is making a did you get call. And we're sitting in the 40%. Well, what's that have to do with buyers? Everything. We're all in the enrollment business. These principles work. It's value-based. Okay, great. So we brought recruits in. Well, what are they doing on the sales side to sell 800 homes in 12 months? Call, email, text. I'm giving you, it's right here, you guys. But the agents in the room are going to go back and say, that's just, I don't agree with him. That's too hard. They're so mean. And that's what, oh, I pocket dialed Brittany. Hey, that's really, really good. Yeah, sorry about that. Britt, how are you? I mean, you guys go back and just, like, it's a matter of taking action. I've got example after example after example. Now, let me say this. Yeah, I bragged about I get to work with all those people. I'm just another pair of eyes. I didn't do it. They did it. They're the ones that are magical, and it's really a privilege for me to work closely with them. I want to end with this. I want to take you into real life right here. This is the world we're in, guys.
The lead that I was working with this morning, she was a Sierra lead that came in about a month and a half ago. I was not able to really get a good conversation with her. I called once. The conversation lasted maybe 30 seconds. She hung up in my face. And I noticed that she was still, you know.
Oh, wait, Tina, that's a bad lead. I don't think Tina's people, they wouldn't fuck with Tina like that. Tina called and say, oh, really? Someone hung up on your face once, Buttercup? Anyways, most of y'all, though, I know you, I see you. Oh, that's a bad lead. They hung up on me.
On the site quite frequently, looking at homes, saving a few things here and there. So I would stay in front of her by taking those listings that she was looking at a few times or saving, and I would send it to her. Hey, I actually saw this house. I was sending it to some of my clients, and I decided that I would send it to you too. Let me know if you have any questions about it or if you want more information. I wasn't asking her if she wanted to go see it or anything like that. Then yesterday, I noticed that she looked at one particular property about 5 times. So I decided that she's not going to text me back and she's not going to answer my calls. So let me just send her a video text, and I'll go ahead and send that video after this one so y'all can see exactly how I did it. But she ended up sending me a text. She wanted to go see one of the houses that she had been looking at for this morning. And yeah, she's ready to rock and roll. We're going to get her pre-approved and make an offer.
You keep hiding, though, behind that video text. You just keep hiding. And you keep complaining to motherfuckers that the market's bad. It's not the market, it's you. So, when I saw that young lady, Dan and Kyle had said to me, hey, Jon, you can put something out there, and I don't want to make this some big pitch fest. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to work with me. I am $2,000 for 20 minutes or $5,000 for 45 minutes to coach with. I'm not taking any coaching people, okay? So what I try and do is contribute as much as I can. So I heard this young lady's story about cancer. They don't know that I'm doing this. And I came here to put out a program that is 5 weeks. You can work with me. 1 hour a week, me Zooming with you. If you've been through it before, guess what? You probably need your ass kicked, so join me. It's $30,000 to spend 5 hours with me. It's documented, okay? Each call is basically, you're getting $6,000 worth of value for 5 weeks. It's a growth sprint. I'm going to take you through every aspect of recruiting and marketing, and the principles are universal. I don't want to sell someone into coming and doing this thing, you know, if you're an agent and you're really not wanting to recruit people, but I do want you to know that these principles are universal. It's 1997. For 5 weeks, you get all the recordings, and I'm going to bring forward the group, another group that I've been with, a bunch of people in that group. And what takes place, and I'm going to challenge the fuck out of you. But if you want to grow and you want to win, I'm the dude to hang out with because it's irrefutable. People who work with me grow. Now, here's what I'm going to do. It's $2,000. Anyone that purchased Cheplak Live Growth, Cheplak Live Growth, and you can also text me. Here's my cell phone, and you'll get me just to demonstrate you. 702-858-4992. 702-858-4992. Okay? What I want you to do is just text me, hey, Chep. Doesn't mean that you're in. Ready? By the way, to do 8-figure income, I have 0 salespeople on my staff, too. Marketing fucking works when done the right way. It's $2,000 to work with me in the entire program. Okay? I will donate anyone that registers, okay, by tonight before I go to bed. I will donate $1,000 of every single registration to that young lady who has cancer. And that's really all I got to say to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I think there's one call that's available with me, too. I contributed one call. It's $2,000. That's my going rate. So, but it's all contribution. That's a volunteer thing. But Cheplak Live Growth, you can text me and say, you can go to the site. You can register for it. It's all there. Cheplak Live Growth. Oh, there's a little secret. And this is only available for those that go here. Last year, I sold an onboarding program for $4,500, complete onboarding. It's on the back side of that if you buy it for $14.97. It will not be put out there public. Not be put out there public. So listen, I want to get off here. I don't want to make it the Pitch Fest thing. I just want to make you guys aware of that. I hope that I had an impact on you. I don't know if you can tell, and selfishly, y'all had an impact on me. Thank you so much.
Love you.